Hello everyone, welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at the Spiderwick Chronicles, The Seeing Stone, Chapter 3. Now, in this chapter, it starts with the goblins coming. Alright, Jared was looking out the window with the Seeing Stone, and he saw the goblins coming, but they're getting closer and closer until finally they go inside the cottage, the horse cottage. Is that what it was called? And inside they can hear them opening doors and things like that, and so they can hear them getting closer. Jared is too afraid to look through the Seeing Stone and see them. And Mallory's like, come on, we have to go. And so they decide to make a run for it. So they just open the door, and they just start running across the yard to the house. Now Mallory's older and bigger, so she gets there first. And Jared's running as fast as he can, but one of them jumps on his back and pulls him down to the ground. And then on the ground it starts pulling him back. Mallory is by the wall of the house, and she feels something get her, but she can't see anything. She just feels something pull her, and she tries to swipe with her rapier. That's the little sword, the fencing sword, but she doesn't hit anything. Well, finally Jared kicks the one that's on him. He just starts kicking behind him, and he hits something and it falls off. He gets back up, he grabs the Seeing Stone, and he looks through it, and he just starts telling Mallory, Mallory over there, Mallory over there, Mallory over there, and she starts hitting and fighting them. After she's attacking them, she doesn't know where they are. She's just listening to Jared. But they start to go away. There's kind of a call, a whistle, but it also sounds like a bark sound, and they go away. So after the goblins go away, Mallory and Jared, they have just a little bit of time to get prepared. So they take the stone, and they have to use some tools to open up the monocle. They put the stone in, they tighten it. Mallory ties it to his head. They look at the field guide, and they look at goblins. They try to study goblins, learn about them. And then they're like, all right, it's getting dark soon. We better go. And then they go off to find Simon and to follow the goblins. Whew, it's a pretty exciting chapter. Well, here we can see a picture of the goblins grabbing Jared, and we can see he kicks off one of them, and he scrambles to get the Seeing Stone. Well, ducking down. Jared is looking out the window, and then the goblins kind of look towards him, and he, we call this ducking down. Duck means to move your body downward, so that way something doesn't hit you. Ducking down, same thing, but it's kind of more closed off. So Jared ducks down to hide from the goblins. Planks, these are the pieces of wood, and so they can hear closer and closer and closer. And so Mallory's like, come on, we have to go. And they run away. Another one is stealing himself, or stealing yourself, or steal yourself. There's many ways we can say it. But steel is a kind of metal. It's one of the strongest kinds of metal. And so when we say, like, be strong, something's hard is gonna happen, we say, steel yourself, prepare yourself, get ready. And so Jared inside is like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. He is steeling himself, preparing himself to do something hard. Monocle, that's that little part. These are glasses, but if there's just one glass, we call that a monocle. It's not very popular nowadays, but before, you can see someone, yes, very good, holding a monocle or something. Spilled out. You might know spilled, but in Jared's bag, he had all his items, and he landed on the ground, and the items spilled out. They came out of his bag and went everywhere. And then he had to run and kind of grab the field guide, because the goblins want the field guide. We think. We don't really know. The last vocabulary word here is 6 o'clock. And Jared says 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Well, here's a clock. But if you put this clock down so it looks out like this, 12 o'clock is straight in front of you. So we can say 12 o'clock. That's someone right in front of you. Usually in an airplane, they'll use this kind of wording, or an army, kind of something like that. 9 o'clock, that's over there to your left. 3 o'clock, that's over there to your right. 6 o'clock, that's right behind you. And so when Jared says 6 o'clock, Mallory grabs her sword and hits behind her, and she hits the goblin. Then he says 9 o'clock, it goes this way. And so he's telling her which way to hit. If you say in front of you, there's a really big range in front of you, so we can kind of give more detail based on the clock. Well, discussion question. This is something that I asked while I was reading this story, is I couldn't understand, why doesn't Mallory wear the monocle? Mallory has all the skill with the sword. Why doesn't she wear it? Then she can just see, oh, foom, foom. She doesn't need to listen to Jared telling her. I think that would just be easier. I don't know why they don't do that. But why do you think they don't do that? Why doesn't Mallory just say, here, Jared, give it to me, let me wear it? Well, that's the question. Also, please write your own discussion question, because I want to hear what you're thinking about and the questions you have while you're reading the book. All right. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.